Cory here for the PDGA, and we're back again, this time with Round 4 coverage from the 2018 PDGA World Championships.
Gregg Barsby.
Your leader entering Round 1, Gregg Barsby, would look to continue his push towards his first World Championship. Hole 1, though, would find trouble right off the bat. A quick kick to the right would set up this tough upshot, but well executed and able to put in the putt to save par. Clean after that, it was hole 4 where he drains the huge putt, and it was off from there. Another big one here on hole 7. But maybe the most impressive shot of the day, Gregg's drive on 11, getting it all the way pin high left side. Ooh, the aggressive run doesn't pay off, but is able to catch the comebacker. And another one here on hole 12 to keep the ball rolling. Gregg would build up a sizable lead in the middle of the round, but oh no, hole 15 does find the kick off the island. The upshot from the drop zone, not ideal, but able to put down the bogey save. Not as hot of a round as Gregg would have liked, but he's got a game plan heading into Sunday.
Just try to stay off of bogeys. I think that was my 6th bogey of the tournament there on 15. So it's 6 too many. Try not to add any more to it. Obviously, it's the last round. It's going to be a shootout. I think Conrad jumped up there. He's a couple back as well.
Right.
So all the guys are 2 back of me, and it's really just one shot on that course. So.
You heard Gregg mention him, James Conrad, absolutely at home in the woods, looking to make his push towards lead card on Sunday. A great tee shot, sets up the uncharacteristic miss from James. But on hole 4, puts down a big one to get it back on track. But on hole 5, would find a bit more trouble. The tough kick out of bounds has to settle with the unfortunate bogey.
The putter was feeling good. I missed one that I wouldn't have liked to miss on hole 1. I was maybe just outside or right about on the line of the circle, and that might have fired me up a little bit. I pretty much was able to connect on just about everything else I was looking at, so that was a lot of fun to be hitting just about everything.
Hitting just about everything is right. This huge putt on 13, bending it around the trees, would set the pace for the rest of the round. It looked like all the momentum was in his favor until 15. A misrelease off the tee, and he is out of bounds from the tough up zone, but the perfect JK AVR shot sets him up for the easy tap-in 4, and he was off to the races. Birdieing 16, 17, and here on 18, throwing the MD4 on that force-over line right next to the bucket. James would finish 10 down, 1 stroke off the hot round of the day, and firmly in a tie for second place for Sunday. Tied with James in second place, 2 men duking it out on the lead card, Paul Ulibarri and Josh Anton. Superseding the likes of Paul Macbeth and Ricky Wysocki, Josh Anton's putter was dialed all day. But so was Uli's. He would be cruising until hole 9, finding trouble off the tee, and here on hole 10, reduced to the flick roller out of the woods, getting a little bit squirrely, unfortunately bogeying both 9 and 10. Would get back on track here on 14 though, and here on 16, cashing the long one. He would birdie 5 out of the last 7 holes to move him to 6 down overall, and in that aforementioned tie. Hot Round of the Day award goes to Nate Perkins, who came in with a smoking hot 11 down with an official rating of 1078. That is good to put him on chase card and on film for the final round. We asked Nate his thoughts on becoming a chase card champ.
It sounds amazing. I mean, a name like myself, it's some would call it like a Cinderella story if something like that were to happen, but I believe in myself, and I know I have a lot of people who love me and believe in me, so I feel like I can make it happen.
Flipping it over to the FPO side, Paige Bjerkaas entered the day with 5 strokes to spare, and she would need them all early. Turning this one over off the tee on 1, going out of bounds, and this uncharacteristic turnover off the drop zone, coupled with a missed putt, and that is a double bogey 6 to start.
Say hole 1 was nerves, absolutely. Hole 2, I don't know, just didn't hit the fairway, but hole 3 was bad luck. My drive was kind of low, and I just hit a tree and it kicked me right OB. And then I laid up my next shot and it stood up and rolled all the way down the hill, OB. Pitched my putt up, took a 6. So, I mean, it was nerves on hole 1, and I would say bad luck on hole 3.
Tied after that, she would stabilize from there. Here she is throwing her beautiful upshot on the par 4 hole 4. And it was hole 7 that would define the round. Sarah Holcomb here turning her second shot over into the out of bounds. Her 4th shot turned over again into the out of bounds. And her 5th shot hyzers right out of bounds. That is going to be a 9 and a 6 stroke advantage for Paige Bjerkaas. She would not let up either. Here she is on 13, sending out a beautiful shot and an even better putt. With strokes to spare at the end, she got flashy and almost throws one in, settling with the tap-in par. With Paige Pierce within striking distance, we asked Bjerkaas her plan to prepare for the biggest round of her career.
No idea. I'll probably do some putting tonight since I missed so many shorties. But again, stick to the game plan. I mean, Paige played great and she shot 2 under, and my goal's even. So if I can shoot even tomorrow and she shoots 2 under, I still win. You know? So again, stick to the game plan.
No game plan is safe though when Pierce is on, as she made up 7 strokes during Saturday's moving day and sits poised to take Bjerkaas to the limit as a veteran presence who's been here before.
I think a lot of people handle pressure different ways, and you know, Paige hasn't necessarily felt a whole lot of that yet. She's had a lot of strong finishes lately, so she's starting to experience more and more of that. But this is the highest stage that we play on, and so I think to have already done it 4 times, I have a slight advantage in that aspect of the mental game coming down the stretch. But so yeah, I'm just gonna try to keep pushing and see, you know, what happens. All I can do is just shoot my best and you know, try to stay in bounds and kind of go from there.
Taking a look at our round 4 leaders here, we find Paige Bjerkaas with a 5-stroke separation over Paige Pierce, but that feels like nothing on a big, power-friendly course like Fox Run Meadows. Paige sits 3 strokes over Sarah Holcomb, who sits 2 strokes over Rebecca Cox, and 3 strokes over Zoe Andike. Jessica Weiss, Natalie Holokoi, Madison Walker, Lisa Fakis, and Kristen Tatar make up the rest of the top 10 and will battle for position going into our final round. Setting the stage for an epic conclusion, our MPO leaderboard reads Gregg Barsby's name at the top. 2 strokes separates him, with James Conrad, Josh Anton, and Paul Ulibarri all tied at 33 under par, with Matty O, Matt Oram 2 strokes behind them. But Paul McBeth lurks. That same lead is in the FPO division. 5 strokes separates Paul McBeth from his 5th title. Hard to count him out. Nate Perkins slides into chase card with that 11 under round 4, sitting at 29 under for the tournament, tied with Seppo Payu and a stroke ahead of Andrew Presnell. Kayla Viska and Nicola Castro sit tied in 10th, 25 under par. Thank you for watching all week, and please join us live on Sunday for the final round action, as well as post-produced videos by Jomez Pro and Central Coast Disc Golf.